There's been a lot of debate going on whether Hisoka is a good character or a bad character. In my opinions, this is only my opinions, people could have different opinions. The character isn't that great. Now, Hisoka is very different from other characters. The vibes that he's giving off is something similar to, let's say, Joseph, I think. You know, with his little grapple thing, you know, his little bungee gum and his little Harmon thing, whatever, you know, I'm just gonna stop talking. In my opinion, Hisoka is not so much of a great character because first of all, he only gets one skill that actually like does damage, and it is the only guard break that he has. But sometimes that one skill that guard breaks doesn't even hit. There's actually times where Card Slicer would actually like go through the enemy instead of actually hitting them. Or even like you touch the enemy with it and like it doesn't actually do damage. I say if you're gonna make it the only skill that guards breaks and actually like does damage, I say that the hitbox needs to be upgraded like a lot. Now moving on to his 3 skill and his 1 skill. So bungee gum can actually be used in many different ways. So like you can use it to just like literally pull them in, probably like do some of that or whatever. Various different ways of which you can use bungee gum. But the main thing that you can use bungee gum for is like setting up a trap. So you can just like throw these anywhere. So if they miss, throw them at him. So they all like go around him, like they just don't hit. But you can press bungee gum again and they actually go back to him. But I mean, it doesn't work if they're blocking because it's not a guard break. And I'm not sure if in form it does it either, but I'm about to try it out. There you go. Alright, so let's see if this guard breaks. Ooh! So that's actually pretty interesting. So if you are from far away and they like miss, all you gotta do is just like do it from far away. And like, you know, box them up a little bit, you know, boop, 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 boop. And then all of a sudden, yeah. Now, okay, so it's interesting to know that his form is literally like God tier, but his base form is just, it doesn't do damage, his skills barely hit, and it's hard to get near people. Now, there is actually the biggest counter to this character. Now, this character comes with some risk, alright? So you actually got to get close to a guy to actually attack them. But there are a lot of enemies that actually like counter this character, like a lot of enemies. People like Naruto, people like Itachi, people like Shanks. Those who are good at close range combat are gonna destroy this guy. And mainly Naruto too, because I was playing literally all day yesterday. I beat every single person except for a Naruto player. And I like, as soon as I got to a time skip Naruto, this character was impossible to play with. So if you're in ranked and you see a Hisoka player, I suggest playing as time skip Naruto because that's literally the ultimate counter. Time skip Naruto's abilities have a short cooldown. His shadow clones will get in the way of Hisoka's abilities. Rasengan actually does more damage than Card Slicer, and Card Slicer has a long cooldown. And it barely hits, so I don't know if that will be your best decision to make. Only use the skill, only if they're blocking. So getting a guard break with this character actually helps him a lot because, first of all, there's this. Like, hold on. If you do so like, I gotta restart this real quick. Oh yeah. And then okay, so it's a combo where you fly up with them, and then you press 2. So if they're trying to like block it in midair. Okay, so apparently, okay, that's another thing. The skill doesn't work in midair apparently. Like the number 2 ability, it would be a lot more helpful if the skill worked in midair. Like when you try jumping with this ability, when you try jumping with 2, it just doesn't work. Like you have to do it on the floor. Yeah, you literally can't do it in midair. But yeah, okay, so that's another thing. Skills that don't work in midair, I don't know. It's just a really huge disadvantage in this game. When you're playing 2s, I feel like it's more easier to play Hisoka because first of all, you got a teammate to help you. Second of all, you got this skill. All you had to do is bungee gum one of them, run away, attack this guy from behind while he's fighting the teammate. Just yoink each other, and it does 20 damage. Like, come on. Okay, so the question is Hisoka worth buying? Because 1,600 for a character like this. Now, I don't know. He seems more like an 800 to me. They shouldn't just be basing these characters off of how new they are or anything like that. They should be basing these characters off of how good they are. Hisoka, in my opinion, should be costing at least 800 coins. If his hitboxes in his base form don't really hit as much. I mean, this is training. This is the training room, so obviously they're gonna actually make it look like they actually hit. But I have so many clips of the skills like literally touching them, literally contact, full on touching each other, but they don't hit. They literally go through the enemies. And I also tried using it with controller. Now, okay, so I feel like it's easier to play Hisoka with controller. So let me show you guys. So most of his skills literally require good aim. So like literally it would be like boom, 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 boom. They try to block that. Boom, 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 boom. What you want to do is bungee gum them. That's where you actually start doing your combos and stuff. So I suggest before you actually get to them, don't do anything else besides press 4. Unless like you're actually good with M1 combos, then I suggest like you at least go for the guard break first before you start attacking him, because a lot of players, when they see a Hisoka player, they always just hold block because they don't want the Hisoka to get their form. Basically, you start off with this skill. If it guards break them, then it guards break them, whatever. The plan here is to get them in an M1 combo, pull them back over here, maybe attack them a little bit, you know. Okay, so maybe we should take that at a different approach, because some players would literally just hold block for their life. Like when they're in an M1 combo, they just always hold block. So maybe it would be easier for you to do this. It would be like M1, 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 pull them back over here, press 4, then use the cards or whatever. By then you would have like at least 4 bars of your form. It would actually be easier for me to show you inside of an actual game, so I'm just gonna do that right now. Okay, so actually this is a Naruto player, but he's not the time skip Naruto, I'm pretty sure, so let's see how good he does. Now I'm gonna play one match without controller, and then I'm gonna do another match with the controller. Alright, well, I'm gonna try to do it on a better player, I guess. Always try to go for the guard break first. Knowing him, he's just gonna be one of those crackheads that guards break off, or what? Okay, so that's what I'm saying. Like, even if you jump over it, like, it still hit him on my screen. Always go for that. He just left. He literally just left after 1 kill. What character is this? Well, in my conclusion, I think Hisoka is bad to start off with. Okay, so when I first started this video, I thought Hisoka was not so great. But then, continuing on, I was starting to, he was starting to get better and better. So, I think Hisoka isn't, like, bad. I think Hisoka could just, like, you could just use some time to get used to it. Now, that goes for any character that might be bad, but hopefully, I still do want Hisoka's moves to get buffed and stuff, and whatever else. So if you guys enjoyed this video, please hit that subscribe button for more videos. I might actually double uploading today just if I have time to upload another video, or I might upload one tomorrow, so, and it might be a banger, so I'm just gonna whoop diddy doop de doop the outro over to you guys.